Hey, you! Yes, you! If you enjoy this video, you should like and subscribe, and leave a comment for algorithm reasons. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Mobile games. Nowadays, mobile games don't really hit anymore, but back in the day, we had games like Plants vs. Zombies, Angry Birds, Crossy Road, fucking Flappy Bird, remember that shit? Clash of Clans, Waiting Simulator.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
But there is another developer that I'm thinking of that makes hit mobile games, Mdickie. Today we're going to be looking at every single game that he's made for the App Store and check out how many of them are actually good. Flash Stunts and Moksha, however the fuck you pronounce that, aren't available to play on the version of Android that I have. So I will not be talking about them in today's review. I just want to get this out of the way. This game has very interesting sound design. I honestly can't decide if it's super annoying or really funny, so I'll let you decide on that part. Anyways, Sure Shot is a very unique game. You have a soldier on the left and right side of the screen that are both used to shoot at the enemies in between both of them. But there's friendly fire. Lots and lots of friendly fire. So you have to space out your shots and not just spam all your bullets, otherwise you'll just end up...
Be advised, your teammate got their ass kicked.
By the way, this game is pretty fucking difficult, man. It took me like 5 attempts just to beat the first level of the game. Speaking of levels, each level has a certain amount of enemies you have to defeat before you can move on. And there's a bunch of unique enemy types. For example, there's an enemy that literally just uses their fists on you like they think they're fucking Rocky Balboa or some shit.
You are watching a master at work.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
There's regular ass soldiers. There's regular soldiers, but this time they're faster. There's fucking Adolf Hitler. There's a regular mustache looking dude. There's an enemy that has more health points. Are you fucking serious? There's an enemy that wields a knife that's also super fast. I wonder how much money they spent on CSGO crates. Get it? It's a CSGO knife camo reference. Ha 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 ha. There's a soldier, but this time it's painted green. Wow, they really got creative with these enemy types, huh? What's next? A friendly soldier that also is painted the same color as the enemy. Wait, what the fuck? You gotta try your best not to shoot this soldier, otherwise you'll kill it and you'll instantly fail the level. The final enemy type is doing its best impression of the average GTA Online lobby. This game has 10 levels you have to beat. Every level feels the exact same. And the fucking sound design, man. It doesn't help it not feel the same. Seriously, the only things that change with each level is the fucking background and the enemy types you shoot at. Now, is this game fun? Kinda, but also kinda not. Literally this footage on screen is sped up. This is the gameplay of this game. Literally just this. This has gotta be one of the most repetitive fucking games I've ever played. It feels like I'm working at a grocery store and I'm scanning items at the checkout. This shit mid as hell, man. Let me just be brutally honest right off the bat. Pop scene fucking sucks, bro. I thought it was gonna be like a rhythm game where you have to like time your notes, but no! You just watch your character play songs and then you book the shows yourself. The shows you can book are literally just different backgrounds with different crowd capacities. Wow, so cool. Occasionally you can have a rap battle against another person. Your face looks stupid. Oh. Your hair looks stupid. Oh. You cooked his ass, bro. Honestly, better than Not Like Us. Next Eminem on God. Honestly, that's a pretty cool feature. You can also try out for a talent show, but it's literally the exact same as the rap battle event. You can also be taken to court in this game. Basically, other people could pull a Deborah Mathers on you. If you know, you know. But besides that, nothing else happens in this game. This game is a fucking nothing burger. Yo, bro, you wanna see what goes on in this game? Look, we got nothing, fuck all, and absolutely nothing. Fuck this shit, bro. This is definitely the worst game on this list. I'm sorry, Mdickie. You usually cook, but this time the meal came out raw. Future Greenleaf here, I completely forgot to mention the customization in this game. Don't even bother buying it. It's a waste of money. It's not that good.
I might like you, and I think that you're down. And then I might like you, and I'm up in your town. And then I really, really wanna hook you up, but you need butt. Okay, no touchy, no feeling, no really, no, I'm not that easy, but I broke the plastic count.
As you can tell, I love this game's theme song. Now there are 3 main game modes in Wrestling Revolution. Training, which is basically the tutorial. Exhibition, where you can make your own matchups. One of my favorite things to do with Exhibition is spawn in a bunch of fucking TNT and blow it up. Now, Exhibition itself has a fuck ton of customization. Ring customization, the amount of weapons you can have, the amount of furniture you can have, the amount of wrestlers you can have, the match types you can do. What's unfortunate is that you have to pay for the ability to have all this customization. I'll let it slide because it's not that expensive. I'm pretty sure it's like $7. $7 for this much customization? Okay, take my money. Just a heads up, every single Mdickie game requires you to pay in order to customize stuff. So this is the only time I'll mention it in this entire video. So with that small fee that you pay, you can literally customize any character in the game. You can customize their outfit, their stats, their height, their name, their gimmick, their entrance theme. Damn, there's so much. You can customize their entire fucking moveset if you want, with hundreds of moves to choose from. A while back, I made a whole ass video where I made a bunch of custom characters and made them fight to the death. Most of those characters being fucking shit posts or pop culture references. But if I can make a whole ass video about custom characters in this game, that just shows how good the character creation is in this game. But that's not where the customization stops. No, no, no. You could start a booking career in this game and book your own matches, make your own fucking storylines, make your own rivalries, make your own champions. Now, the customization when it comes to booking is way better in a later game in this video, but here it's not bad at all. And then there's the career mode where you play as a wrestler and go out through your own wrestling career. This one is definitely the weaker of the game modes. It's not bad at all, but it's definitely not as good as the other two. Now, I absolutely love this game's fighting mechanics. They're so fun and so flashy, and it keeps you entertained. This game also has a difficulty slider, so if you want to make the game easier or harder for yourself, you could do that. When I played my career in this game, I picked average difficulty. I didn't want the game to be bullshit hard for no reason. Alright, who's my next opponent? I'm so ready. P. Diddy? What the fuck? Wait a fucking second, is that baby oil in his hand? Oh, hell nah. Wrong kind of wrestling match, my man. Wait, what the fuck is that, Johnny Sins? Hey, I hate to interrupt what's going on in this review, but I have to tell you something that I discovered while making this video. When you're making your moveset for your wrestler in Wrestling Revolution, if you hold your finger down on the move that you're selecting, something very interesting happens. I also love that at the end of every match in the booking career and in the regular wrestling career, you could see status updates from your wrestler, from other wrestlers, from other companies. It just adds so much more immersion and character to the game. And yes, I'm aware that this feature is in Pop Scene, but you want to know the difference between Pop Scene and this game? In Pop Scene, I don't give a fuck about the status updates because I sit there and do nothing. I watch my character play an instrument. In this game, I actually engage in the fights, and I engage in the world. I don't give a fuck about my music career if I'm barely involved in it. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope you do. Honestly, in my opinion, this is probably the best 2D Mdickie game on mobile, but that doesn't mean it's flawless. There's a couple flaws, like hitboxes are weird in this game. It takes fucking forever to get out of wrestling school in the wrestling career game mode. No matter how many times I win, it seems like I can't get out of wrestling school. What the hell, bro? Put me in, coach. Put the fries in my bag. Like, the fuck? The only reason I got a contract in my career in the first place is because Coach Merson was my friend. That was it. So I guess I recommend trying to make a friend in wrestling school that could potentially get you a contract. Even with Coach Merson as my in-game friend, it took an entire in-game year for me to get signed to Federation Online. Which, to be fair, isn't that long of a wait, but still, it's decently long enough. And I know what some of you are thinking. So, for people who don't know, when you buy the editor, without the editor, you can't select any other wrestling company. You have to start in wrestling school for the career mode. But if you buy the editor, you could start wherever you want. In my opinion, I'd rather start in wrestling school. I feel like I have to earn my opportunity, you know? There's no sense of accomplishment if I'm already signed to a big corporation. Same with the booking career. There's no sense of accomplishment if I'm already picking the most popular company. I want to work my way up to be the most popular company. The altercations in this game are way more interesting, as there's an altercation where they ask you to be a guest referee. Some people ask you to go on a tag team with them. There's a lot more, but I don't want to spend an entire decade explaining all of the events that can happen in this game. This video is going to be long enough, okay? Give me a break! Now this is fucking peak. You know what this game needs more of? This. Yeah, that's totally not annoying at all, definitely, Anyways, Hard Time is a prison simulator, as you couldn't tell already. You are given a certain amount of days that you have to serve in prison, and that's it. Now, the main gimmick with Hard Time is what you do in those days. You can be a complete fucking psychopath that kills everyone, or just be a regular ass dude that watches TV. Now, I chose to be an absolute fucking psychopath, which unfortunately means I heard the all the fucking time, which was super annoying. Seriously, you couldn't have chose a more annoying sound effect for the alarm. Like, what the fuck? Hard Time is more of a make-your-own fun kind of game. There isn't really anything to do besides pass the time until your sentence is over. One way to pass the time in this game is to turn the game speed all the way up. Or sleep the days away. You can drive a motorcycle. Just be careful not to Paul Walker yourself, okay? You can puff one out like Snoop. You can puff one out like Snoop Dogg. Hell yeah. You can even make out with men in this game, which makes it really hard for me to resist, so I gotta... Now this game's combat is a step down from Wrestling Revolution in my opinion. The only added extra combat weapon is guns that you could shoot. That's really it. And basically all the moves you could do are carried over from Wrestling Revolution. So this game's combat and Wrestling Revolution's combat kind of blend together a bit. Wrestling Revolution being the better combat system in my opinion. I love the fact that you can interact with every single piece of furniture in this game. I literally carried a fucking vending machine all the way to my cell, because why the hell not?
Let's be financially responsible! I can't stop winning! I can't stop winning! I can't stop winning! I can't stop winning!
Now, as fun as it is messing around with all the furniture and all the weapons and all the people in this game can get so repetitive, man. It's not as repetitive as Sure Shot or Pop Scene, but it just feels like I'm waiting for a timer to reach 0 the entire game, which ruins the gameplay loop for me. Now, the character interactions in this game are way better than Wrestling Revolution because there's more for the game to offer you this time around. But as I mentioned in the Wrestling Revolution section of this video, I will not go any further than that because I'm on like day 7 of editing this fucking massive video. This game's mechanics feel very underutilized, by the way. Like, the intellect stat is never used, it feels like. It feels like it's never ever fucking used in this game. It's just something that you can increase or decrease. Same with the cash system in this game. It just feels like it's used for vending machines, to bribe people, and as a reward for when you complete missions. That's it. You can also earn money by sweeping the floor. That shit's ass. You're probably wondering what happens when you complete your sentence. Well, don't mind me, I just had to wait, a tender, very small, very generous, very short amount of time of 79 in-game days. So, when you do get out of prison, you are treated to the outside world where you can explore the map. The map that's filled with absolutely fuck all. Very underwhelming award. Now what about customization? This game has the same exact customization system as the previous game, so there's no need for me to bring it back up. Hey, you did something right. School Days is literally the exact same game as Hard Time, except there's an educational aspect to the game and you can actually spend your money on stuff. That is fucking it. School Days has the same combat system, same customization system, same romance system, same fucking everything. It's like Mdickie just pressed Control-C, Control-V, and then changed around some things so it doesn't look like the same game. Newsflash, buddy! It still is the same fucking game! I'm losing my mind! This review is making me lose my fucking mind! By the way, my favorite sound effect in video game history also returns in this game as well. I don't want to spend any longer talking about this game because it'd be a waste of my fucking time. Just imagine Hard Time, but with an education system.
Penalty!
Man, that was disappointing. Now, Back Wars is something that's truly unique. It's like a real-time strategy game, where you take your units and fight off against the enemy units. It has the same combat system as the previous games, but with added new weapons such as a rocket launcher, a chainsaw, a spear, a fucking dagger. There's even a Walmart version of Kratos in this fucking game, which is awesome. The new weapons definitely help the combat system take a step in the right direction. I was getting tired of the same old combat system, but this game really rejuvenated the combat system entirely. Bro, there's some really goofy shit that can happen in this game. This is definitely the most violent Mdickie game so far, as every single fight that I've done in this fucking game usually ends with explosions or people getting their limbs chopped off. Now, the customization system, thank God, is actually different in this game. The character customization, Holy shit, there are so many fucking options. And there's so many fucking characters to customize to your free will. This game definitely has the best customization system so fucking far. My biggest problem with Back Wars is that characters just seem to talk mid-fight for no reason, and it really ruins the gameplay loop. Like, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to fight people. Stop interrupting, for fuck's sake! I swear to God, if you interrupt one more fucking time, I'm gonna throw myself into traffic. Another problem I have with Back Wars is that it feels like it's never ending. You play as the past, that fight the present, then the future fights the past, then the future fights the zombies, then the zombies fight the fucking Taliban. Like, Jesus, bro, how far are you gonna stretch this? It's like KSI stretching the Dan TDM beef. Just end it already.
For your final challenge, you should listen to KSI's Thick of It.
Oh, hell no, you ass tweaking, Jigsaw! I love that for every area in this game, the characters' outfits are accurate to that area. That is such a nice detail. It really adds more immersion to the game and the battles themselves. If you wanted, you can even make your own battles in this game. It fucking sucks that you have to pay for it, but hey, I think it's worth the cash. This shit's underrated! You should try it out. I'm sorry, but Super City is just a worse version of Back Wars. Literally everything from Back Wars returns in this game, but it's like an inferior version of Back Wars. The superhero stuff is super fucking cool though. I love how when you change forms in front of other characters, they notice it and is like, oh my god, that is your secret identity. That's really cool. And being able to fly is unique, I guess. And Super City has a pretty sizable map to explore as well, so I gotta give it credit for that. Now, Super City's combat is nowhere near as good as Back Wars' combat, because if you pick a character that has an insanely high speed stat, you win every single fight. I will say that Super City has my favorite character roster in the entire Mdickie games catalog, because of all the Walmart versions of all the Marvel characters and DC characters. It's great. Monocle Man, are you serious? Like, what kind of name is that? That's like naming your superhero Punchy Dude. The one thing I don't like about Super City is that it's super difficult to tell who the fuck is on your side half the time. And it also doesn't help that there's fucking friendly fire in this game.
Penalty!
Everything is blending together, man. Finally, something that feels fresh and new. So Extra Lives. It has the same combat system as the previous two games, but with an added twist. There's a hunger meter that you have to keep track of, and you have to survive the zombie onslaught. The map that you can explore is 10 times bigger than Super Cities. The customization system, unfortunately, is the exact same as the last game. Interacting with the environment actually awards you, so you are encouraged to do it. There are drivable vehicles in this game. The combat loop is way better and way more intense this time around, as the zombies could easily overpower you, especially if you're not being careful. The combat is also super satisfying as well.
And his name is John C.
There's even a crafting system in this game, although I wish there was like a recipe book or some shit that you could look through to figure out what you could craft with what items. You know, kind of like how Minecraft does it. By the way, if these game reviews start getting shorter and shorter, it's because these games are starting to blend together after playing them all in a row over the past few days, so please excuse the lack of depth. I hope all my zombie jokes make you die from laughter. The very first 3D game I'll be talking about in this video, which means we're almost done. Wait a second, I forgot to talk about the U Testament. Fuck's sake. Listen, if you think I'm not gonna make jokes about Christianity or religion in this section of the video, you are completely wrong. Like, Jesus? How the fuck do you manage to get resurrected and then die again? Like, that's honestly a skill issue. Okay, to be more serious about this game, I'm not a religious person, so I don't really find much captivation from this game. But if you believe in God or Jesus or Satan, you'll definitely like this game. The cash system from school days makes its glorious return. You even have to pay taxes in this game? What the fuck? Hell no, I don't pay taxes. I mean, I do pay my taxes like a good American citizen. Please don't shoot me. Customization, same as the last game. Listen, I don't mind the customization system in these 2D games, okay? It's just, I need something new. Would you believe that this game actually has a story? I mean, it's literally just Bible verses being read out to you by the characters in order of how they're read in the Bible, but I mean, it's technically counts, so I'm talking about it. There's even powers that you can use. You can literally use mind control and have other people fight each other. It's awesome. You can make people not mad at you anymore, so you could just steal their shit and then just be like, oh, you're not mad at me. You can heal yourself. You can tame animals and ride them around if you want. There's tons of abilities to mess around with in this game. Now the combat, is it the same as the previous games? Yes. Yes it is. I feel like a broken record at this fucking point.
Penalty!
Yo Jesus, you seem pretty chill, let's hang! As you could probably tell already, this game's camera is not very good. Would you be surprised to also hear that this game's customization isn't very good? It's actually worse than the 2D games, which is fucking shocking. Now this game has a brand new combat system. If you played any of the UFC games made by EA, then you'd probably really like this game. I actually enjoyed this game's combat. Not only does it feel fresh from the 2D games, but it actually feels very technical, but it also has a pretty decent learning curve. The status updates from Wrestling Revolution make a return, which is nice to see. There's newly added press conferences that happen just before your match, which is a dope-ass feature. I like that. Adds more immersion to the game. The game modes from Wrestling Revolution also return, like booking career, your regular career, and of course the tutorial. As much as I love this game's combat, the game can get a little bit frustrating at how tedious it is to break out of holds and shit, but I'll let this one slip under the radar since, you know, we're in the 3D era now. Weekend Warriors are starting off the 3D game marathon with a positive light. Let's hope it keeps going. Off to a good start, I will say that. It's just a 3D version of Wrestling Revolution. Wait, seriously? We can't just end this section on that. Yes, we can. Yeah. Wrestling Empire has the greatest customization system I've ever seen in any wrestling game ever. This is not an exaggeration. It took me like half an hour to get my character created in this game. Trust me, the small fee that you pay for all this customization is fucking worth it. This is amazing customization, bro. The combat system is way better than the previous 3D games. It's new and it's improved. There's all kinds of moves you could pull off. It's super fucking satisfying. The career mode, holy shit, it is insanely good as well. There's an open world you can explore to your liking. You can even interact with the other characters as well, with different dialogue options that you can choose. The booking career game mode, oh boy, you could cook up some masterpieces, bro. There is so much shit in this game, bro. I highly recommend it. Just like how I highly recommend that you subscribe and like the video. Self-promo. There is one thing I really don't like. From this point on, the customization system requires a fucking subscription. Now, it is one dude making these games, so I do have to give a little bit of leniency here, but I'm still gonna complain about it because I'm a human being and I'm never truly happy. It's a motherfucking masterpiece. Hard Time 3 is a massive step up from the original Hard Time. The customization system and the combat system from Wrestling Empire make their glorious return. My favorite alarm sound in the world also makes its return. Once you finish your sentence, there is a massive open world for you to explore to your liking. Tons of shit to interact with, tons of places to go, vehicles to drive. Oh my goodness gracious, Mdickie, you cooked up a gourmet meal with this game. I will say this, however, the vehicles control like absolute ass, so just a quick little warning if you decide to try this game out. You can also get uncomfortably close to the fucking camera in this game, and I have no clue why. The dialogue options are once again in this game as well. I even tried to romance a girl with purple hair. Is it because she looks like Raven? Don't you even fucking start with that shit. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't know what the fuck to say for this rank-o-meter. Old School literally has the same problems that the original School Days gave me. It feels like Hard Time, but it has an educational system. What the fuck else am I supposed to say about this game? It feels the exact same as Hard Time 3. I feel like a parrot. I feel like I'm looking in a mirror. Okay, I'm not gonna go any further than what I just said.
Penalty!
So Johnny has 84 apples and shoves 2 up his ass. There's a reason I saved Wrecked for the very last. Not only is it the longest running series on this very channel, you're supposed to simp for survival Jeff. Okay, that's enough of my old videos now. But it's also my favorite Mdickie game. So no matter what I say about this game, it's gonna come off as bias. Very random, but why the hell does this game's theme song sound like someone's drinking a very cold beverage? So the crafting system from Extra Lives makes its return, and there's a crafting recipe book, so you can actually figure out what does what. The game also encourages you to experiment with random items, so you can discover more crafting recipes for yourself. The hunger meter is back in this game. Honestly, the native language system is fucking stupid. The fact that if you don't have enough percentage, you can't understand some NPCs is really dumb. But on the other side, it's actually a pretty cool feature, because if you don't know enough of it, you could just agree to random ass quests that you don't even know what you're supposed to do. Unfortunately, Wreck's combat and customization ain't no different than the other 2D games. I mean, you can explore the world. It's a decently sized world that you can explore. You can explore even more once you get off the island, too. Just like Extra Lives, you're encouraged to interact with the environment as it rewards you for it. I really think Wrecked is the most underrated Mdickie game. That's probably my bias showing a little bit, but I don't fucking care. I really like this game.
Penalty!
The show is fair, not biased. And that's all she wrote. That is every single fucking Mdickie game that exists on mobile. I'm aware there's PC games, but maybe in a future review. So besides Pop Scene, there isn't really a truly bad Mdickie game. Some of them were mediocre, some of them were pretty damn good, but overall, solid selection of games to play. If you like Pop Scene, I'd question if you drank bleach as a baby, but I'm not gonna judge your opinion.